Good morning, everyone. I'm a little later getting on the road than I had planned on. Um, Heading down to Utah to take my pumpkins to my children and my grandchildren. I don't know if any of them will see this pop up, but that's okay. So far, nobody has seen me pop up, and that's okay. I know on the replay you will all be watching this, so that's okay. I'm just leaving Walmart and heading over to get on the freeway. I had planned on getting on the road by 8 o'clock this morning, but because I had forgotten to do some laundry last night, I had to get that done early this morning, and so it was after 9 o'clock before I actually got all packed up and got on the road. Actually, it was about 9:40, and I stopped in town. Sorry about this. This is not super secure. Oh, I got one of these little tripods with the things that curl around, and I got it kind of curled around my rear view mirror because I really don't have a dash or window attachment for my phone. So, all right, heading over to get on the freeway. Yes, I picked up one of these things. This is what it's hanging this way. So if I flip you around, all you're going to see is the legs for the tripod. You're not really going to see anything. Anyways, so I had to go and brain fart. First get the air checked. Stopped and got the air checked. Went and got gas. Went to Walmart. Picked up that little tripod thing. And okay, light's red. And then got back out to my car, got it set up, realized I needed to go to the bathroom, ran back into Walmart, did my little pit stop. Now I am getting on the freeway. All right, light's green, green arrow. Go, person. So, well, we got two people watching now. So now I am finally getting on the freeway. We have a nice little 4-hour drive down to my daughter's. But instead of because I'm late, it's about almost 10 o'clock. It'll be about 2 p.m. before I get to her place. And, okay, there we go. It'll be 2 p.m. before I get to her place. Instead of noon. I was thinking noon. Then I thought, well, maybe I'll get on by 9. I mean, I left my house at, but then it got later and later. You know how it is when you're packing up to go somewhere. You plan for the earliest possible to get scheduled and plan to get out on the earliest possible time, hoping that you can get out at least an hour later, but sometimes it works out to be 2 hours later before you actually get on the road and get out. So, yep, but my tires are at the proper air pressure. Good morning, sis. Yeah, the faster we go, the behinder we get. That's pretty much how it is, so thought I would just do a live stream as I travel all the way down there, and this way I can pick up some watch hours Maybe pick up one or two new subscribers as well. If anybody wants to check out, I've been growing pumpkins all summer long. Harvested them not that long ago. Got a pretty good harvest. And now I've got a carload of pumpkins, and let's see if I can turn this just a teeny bit. You can see the back end is full of pumpkins. It's full of pumpkins. So yeah, I got a carload of pumpkins. Car's going to be a whole lot lighter coming home. I can actually tell that it's let's see. Okay. Okay, sis, I just made you a moderator so you can take up care of any trolls that pop up. Let's see. That's the only thing is I'm not sure how to set this thing for subscriber only mode. So, and since I'm on a vertical feed, it feeds automatically into the shorts feeds. So anybody, and public shorts feed. Who knows? I'm really hoping some of my hoping Sue and Melinda will see. Hi, Aubrey. Yep, I'm traveling down to Utah, taking the pumpkins that I've grown all summer long. Even though I had a broken wrist, I got my pumpkins grown. And I am heading down, taking them to my kids. And got on the road a bit later. I'd planned for 8. Actually got on the freeway just before 6. I think I'm picked up a little speed going down that hill there. Okay. I think I could actually set my cruise right now because the code lights are not on except for check engine light. So I should be able to set my cruise. I'm going to still a bit more. Don't want to go too fast, but yeah. I don't want to get caught speeding. Also don't want to go too slow. Let's see. And let's see if we can get going. My car's speedometer does not give me accurate. Cruise is not wanting to cooperate, so I guess I just get to be manual here. Saturdays are usually busy days for folks, but we've got 4 hours, well, almost 3.5 now. Some people should be popping in and out. Right now really picks up speed on these little hills on the freeway. Start going downhill and it just really picks up. I've got to watch that. Maybe the check engine light is keeping me. I can usually get the cruise control to work if the other code lights are not on, but okay. Lost you for a minute. Sorry, we gotta right here on I-15, there's a small spot between Fort Hall and Blackfoot, and another spot between Pocatello and there's a few little spots along the way where the signal strength, you can sometimes lose signal strength. It's the dead zones, but they're getting pretty good about filling in the dead zones. Not that, only that, but the 5G does pick up a little. So they're only going to be brief. There might be another one going just south Pocatello, where we go around a mountain. Used to always lose signal and lose phone connections there. Now it gets a little iffy. Yeah, should have picked up some cough drops. Didn't pick up any cough drops at the store, so I'm out of cough drops. Got a little dust in the air around here too. This is that time of year the farmers are trying to get they're finishing harvesting. Right now the big harvest is sugar beets. They're pretty much done with potatoes and are harvesting sugar beets. So when you go past the fields, there's some dust getting kicked up. Not to have my car on internal. Sorry. Keep turning off the air conditioner because I don't have any Freon in, and you can ruin your pump if you run it without Freon. Someday I will get that fixed, hopefully. Lost it again. They need to get a few more 5G towers and, well, just a few more towers, period, up and around. All right. Yeah, gotta slow down. Got slow traffic ahead. So didn't get on the road as quite as early as I would have gotta. And now I don't go straight through Salt Lake City, even though it's slightly shorter. When I get down to Utah, I usually take Legacy to 215, and then I head down to Bangerter and go down that way. But I don't know, last time I did go through, I went down, we got some construction around here. There's always construction. Bangerter is just full of construction right now. 215 down there is in Utah is construction. At least it was when I went down a few weeks ago. I went and spent a weekend for my birthday, and there is so much road construction. It was actually faster to go down. Oh, thanks for sharing the link. But it was easier just to go down. It's the following week after next weekend. Next week is going to be nice and warm. We're still going to have our nice sunny warm fall temperatures, but the week after it's supposed to get stormy and chilly, and even with the possibility of snow. That's what happens when you live up in the north. But yeah, just lots of road construction around here. And even here on I-15, as we get close to Pocatello, they're putting up more. They're doing more road work. It's nothing like doing a whole new interchange. Northgate interchange is fairly new, and they're already got concrete barriers and stuff because they're going to improve it. The eventual, I think the eventual plan over the next 10, 15 years is to turn I-15 between Pocatello and Idaho Falls all 3 lanes in each direction. Instead of 2-lane highway, it'll be a 3-lane highway. And that means redoing all the interchanges, exits. We're going to redo the first Blackfoot exit there, and then they're going to do the main town one is going to get redone, and they're all going to be wider, 3 lanes, longer on and off merge lanes for getting on and getting off, which will be nice. You know, you're not jumping directly into traffic when you get on. All right, everybody's got to slow down. Decide which way you are going. Okay, get to where this guy can see me. All right, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Everything around here is still so. There's going to be working on this for another year at least here in Pocatello, the major interchange between 86 and I-15. They're still nowhere near having this thing done. Hi, Melinda. I'm glad to see you popped on. Yep, pumpkin delivery. I don't know if you can see them. My car is full of pumpkins. This thing doesn't move very well, so it doesn't want to twist around. There we go. And there's still people who speed a whole lot faster. It's a construction zone, so it's supposed to be like 55 miles an hour, and you wouldn't believe how many people go zipping through here. And they are literally doing 65, 70 miles an hour. I'm just going, well, somebody's in a big hurry to get a speeding ticket. It ain't me. And next year in this car, I should have a whole lot more cargo room because I've talked to my daughter. Hi, Neil. Yeah, pumpkin taxi service. Yeah, well, I've been doing this run for years. You know, it's just last 25 years almost. Well, it's been 24 years I've been running pumpkins down to Utah. Giving them away to my family. So what time is it there, Neil? You're about 6 hours ahead of me. I keep thinking maybe mid-afternoon, right? Getting towards dinner time. these hills. My car's so heavy it keeps picking up speed real easy going down these hills. And Pocatello, I-15 through Pocatello is all hill. Okay, we're all getting bouncy there. A little video. I filmed a little bit of the pumpkin loading last night. Mom came out with Matt, and Matt got the biggest pumpkins to the car for me, which I'm very, very happy. Yeah, we turn back the clock, I think, next month. I was looking on the calendar, and I think it's going to be the first Sunday in November, or maybe the second Sunday in November. They keep putting it back farther and farther every year. I mean, the clocks used to change. I remember when they changed April 1st and October 1st. Really, when I was a kid. Though we did have one year where they didn't change the clocks, and I remember we were going to school, and it was pitch black outside, and it was like 8 o'clock in the morning because the sun hadn't come up yet. And that was just one year. The following year, middle of the winter, we were actually going to school. It was daylight. You could walk to school in the daytime because the sun would be up. But it'd be 8:30 in the morning and pitch black outside. Of course, that was up in Montana, which tends to have really much shorter daylight hours than here in Idaho. You get a little more daylight. All right, pick up speed now, and I'm on flat ground. Yeah, extra hour of sleep. That's if I can get one. I actually have a cat that her internal clock doesn't change, so she'll be sitting right next to my head where I'm on the pillow, and she will pat me on the face, and she will purr, and she will do her best to get me out of bed when she thinks I should be getting up and out of bed. So, trying to explain to her that it's 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm not getting out of bed at 4 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning. All she knows is her bowl is empty, she's hungry, get up, feed me. This is the time you normally get up and feed me. Clocks take a little more time to adjust. The problem is in the winter time, I can sleep in an hour later. It's fine. My body adjusts to that just fine. It's the fact that as soon as the sun goes down, I want to go to bed. And if I go to bed too early, I'm up like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and having a hard time getting back to sleep, and I don't get enough sleep. So yeah. Changing body clocks, especially with your pets. I do wish I could change body clocks on my pets at least. But yeah, my old cat, she has her own internal clock, and it tells her when we're supposed to be going to bed, when we're supposed to be getting up, and she does her darndest to make sure I'm on her time clock. Well, sorry. I know how important those naps can be. Of course, I know sometimes I even take naps. I'll get home and I'll be sitting down in my chair after work and after I have dinner and kind of fall asleep, doze off. Sometimes during the live that I'm trying to chat on with everybody, and I'll sit back and my cat will sit in my lap, and next thing you know, I've dozed off and missed half the chat. I've done that a couple of times. Is a little early for me. It's way too late for me. I'm functional with 6, so if I get to bed at 10, and lately I've been waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning, go to bed at 10, and 10 p.m. and get up at 5 a.m. I'm still not super functional. Well, that taking the train for your long trips is much better than, you can find a comfortable seat and doze off all you want. Yeah, I might actually have to try and start listening to books. I just, last few years with all the physical things going on, trying to get my screwed up body to start producing the right hormones in the right amounts has been messing with my brain enough that I have a hard time focusing on reading for any length of time. So I've got piles and piles of books that I'd like to read, but I can get through a page or two and then I'm done. And it might be months before I get back to it. Listening to a book might actually be better. You might actually be able to pick up something. It's a little depressing because I used to just devour books within hours, and now it's like I just can't get into them anymore. Okay, yeah, we've got it. I'm going through the income curves right now, and sometimes you can use a little signal going through these curves. People really don't seem to need a lot of sleep. I've heard of folks who, they get 4 or 5 hours of sleep and they're energized and ready to go and tackle the day. And then there's me who, I get 4 or 5 hours of sleep and I'm like, can't function without an energy drink. I know, I can't imagine me not reading either. It's like I've got so many books on my headboard, and about all the purpose they serve nowadays is for Rosie to dump them on my head if I'm not getting out of bed fast enough. She will actually reach up, grab one of those books with her claws, and pull it down on top of my head. Nothing like having a paperback book smack you in the face because your cat is impatient. Yeah, I need energy drinks in the morning. I'm pretty sure the energy drink yawning constantly. I'm falling asleep at work. Yeah. I need an energy drink to get me up and going in the morning. I also buy herbal teas that have natural caffeine in them. And I have my tea in the morning, and my morning breakfast tea with its caffeine. I figure the natural caffeine is absorbed much easier than synthetic caffeine that might be in an energy drink, even though they claim they use natural. I think most of us who have chronic fatigue, yeah, we need caffeine. It keeps us going. If we don't get a sufficient amount in the day, we have no energy to do anything. I actually did get my dishes washed this morning because I didn't want to come home tomorrow night to a sink full of dirty dishes. Well, most of my books are all paperbacks. I've got several hundred paperbacks. And that's after thinning them out a few years ago. I thinned them out, took a whole bunch to Goodwill. Books I was no longer interested in or wasn't going to read again. Kept only the ones I loved, which is still several hundred books. My bedroom looks like a library. I got bookshelves everywhere and they're just packed full of books. Yeah, your tiny little, that tiny little studio that you live in, yeah, you wouldn't have any room to walk if you had physical versions of your books. I was like, yeah, I actually have drank energy drinks before bed and then gone to bed and gone to sleep. Slept okay. I guess there's something in my brain that actually needs it. Hi Peggy. You're only about 35 minutes late of what's going to end up being a 4-hour live. I'm hauling pumpkins off to my grandchildren. Let's see if I can turn this so you can see. See back there behind me? I got a carload of pumpkins. Put the seeds down and filled up the back with all those pumpkins I harvested last week or a week or two ago. It's full. I put down a tarp, put the seeds down, put down a tarp, filled the back end full of pumpkins. I knew they would all fit because back in 2011, I grew some of the biggest pumpkins I ever grew, and I didn't have to pick up. I had traded in my sedan. I had a 2006 Grand Prix, and I had a huge amount of pumpkins, and and there, one of the local dealerships was running their usual car sales, so I took my flyer in to see if I'd won anything. And while I was there, I got talked into trading in my Grand Prix for my first Dodge Journey. It was a beautiful silver Dodge Journey SXT all-wheel drive, and it did not have a third row seat. It had cargo. It had a nice big cargo area with a lid. This, unfortunately, somebody has put in a third row seat, so it limits my cargo space. But I put in probably 60 to 70 pumpkins, some of them which weighed upwards of 50 pounds. And it was full to the ceiling. I will have to dig up those old photos. I know I got the pictures somewhere, and I'll have to put them into the, I'll have to put in that, share that old photo from 2011. And, actually, it might have been 2010. No, I think it was 2011. Could have been 2010. I'll have to find it, though. But they were huge pumpkins that year. Those pumpkins got all huge. I had a ton of Big Macs. I even had a few very small Atlantic Giants. And the Howdens I had planted had gotten upwards of 30 to 40 pounds. So there were a lot of big pumpkins that year. And I filled that Dodge Journey all the way up to the ceiling full of pumpkins. So I knew the amount of pumpkins I grew this year would fit in this Dodge Journey. It's the same year, it's just an RT, and somebody had stuck a third row seat in, which limits my cargo space. But I have talked to my daughter, and her husband are going to try selling that third row seat for me and getting money for it. So I have some money to spend for Christmas this year on my grandkids. I've got those pumpkins, they're pretty well settled. I got them nicely balanced, and then I had to drive around my driveway to get parked in front by my house, and that helped settle them further. So I've got them roped in there pretty good. Yep. I got my luggage in the front seat because I've got all the pumpkins in the back seat. They're going for their ride. Well, they're not budging. I'm checking in my rear view mirror. I actually have this little mirror up here too, so you can check what's going on in the back. It's actually a little thing for put your sunglasses up in there, and it's got a mirror. Keep an eye on those in the back seat. Well, actually, I load the biggest ones first, and the mid-sized ones go on top of those, and then the little ones go on top of all of those to fill in the cracks, the holes, the crannies, and make sure everybody doesn't budge. From my house all the way down to my daughter's house is about a 4-hour drive. From town, if I leave from Blackfoot from the freeway to her house, is about 3.5 hours. Well, give or take a few minutes. So yeah, it gets to be a good drive. But, so I'm not sure the mileage but I just know it usually takes me, I give myself 3.5 to 4 hours to get down to her place. And that's where we're going to be unloading the pumpkins. And then we're going to unload remove that third row seat, which doesn't even match. I actually got some pictures of it I took. The upholstery doesn't match. The carpeting on the back doesn't match. It wasn't original to this car. The prior owners, they put it in because they wanted, I guess, extra seating, but they never installed seat belts. So while the seats come with the buckles, they never installed any seat belts in the car, so you can't use the third row seat, at least not legally. Yep, for everybody else tuning in late, I got a late start this morning, so it's going to be about 2 p.m. Mountain Time before I get to my daughter's, because I planned to leave at 8 o'clock this morning, but 8 o'clock rolls around and my laundry's still in the dryer. Nothing like realizing when you're starting to pack an overnight bag that you're need a few essentials and they haven't been washed. So I had to get a load of laundry going in the washer, throw a few things in the dryer, get everything dried. And then I had to stop at a tire store, have them check the air in my tires, make sure I had proper air in my tires. And then I had to go over and gas up my car. So I got the car all gassed up. And it just, I gave them, went in prepaid $60 and it stopped at 59 something. So I just let it, kept the little flap open and kept it, let the whatever foamy stuff is in, bubbles in there, settle down, and then I carefully trickled in a few cents more until it hit 60. So my gas tank is full. Was able to top it off a little. Something I can't do in my truck. You can't top off the truck because it's right there. When that thing licks, you can open that little flap and look down inside the flashlight and see the gasoline. It's right there. So there's no topping off tank in my truck, but in the car I can top it off a little bit. And then I had to run to Walmart so I could pick up this little tripod thing with the flexible legs so I could wrap it around my rear view mirror so I could hang up my phone. And then I get that all set up and I realized I needed to use the restroom. So I ran back into Walmart. I was still parked in the parking lot. Ran back into Walmart, used the restroom, ran back, started getting the live going, and headed to the freeway. Yeah, pumpkin pyramids. Jack-o'-lantern buried inside a pyramid of pumpkins. So I actually got on the freeway just a little before 10. And I'm making pretty good time. I'm guessing I'm probably doing between 80 and 85. My speedometer isn't very accurate. If I'm doing 80, I've had people like my mom. She'll check Life 360 and say I'm doing 80, and she'll be talking to me on the phone and saying, how about, hey, you're only doing 75 miles an hour. And I says, well, my car thinks it's doing 80. So the speedometer in this old car is not super accurate, and I don't know if it'd have to be reprogrammed or what to get it more accurate. Oh yeah, a couple of them were leaking as we were had leaked as we were loading them last night, Peggy. Don't know which ones either. Glad I got a tarp on the inside because I'm thinking it might be 3 of the big ones, but I wasn't loading the big ones. My brother loaded the big ones. He can carry them a whole lot easier than I can. Oh boy, this road is getting rough. Gotta see if I can find the smooth spots. Anyways, so I got a tarp down so the leakers can, the rest of them look like they were okay, but I got about 3 of them that had leaked. We'll see when we get there. I've got somebody really impatient behind me, and dude, I am not getting over on the rutted pothole side of the road. If you want to run over potholes, that's fine. But we're going way about 85, and the 85 is fast enough. He's always welcome to, he doesn't want to go over the potholes either. There's a smooth side of this road and there's a pothole side. And I'm staying on the smooth side because my tires are darn near bald and I don't want to hit ruts or the potholes. Once I get on pavement, I'll get over and let this impatient person in my rear view mirror go past. And just somebody in a big old pickup truck. You know how it is. Pull over. Trying to avoid potholes, dude. Whoa, this is really holy. Looks like there's been some people. I'm getting back over to the smooth side. Smoother side. It has potholes too, but they're not as bad. That guy went zipping by. These are people who do 89 to 90 on the freeway and probably have radar detectors, so they slow down when they get in range of any speed traps. The rest of the time they're doing well over the speed limit, well over. A lot faster than what I'm doing. Alright. Now I'm on the side they've recently repaved. Everything's smooth here. Okay, going downhill. There's a whole section of highway between Marsh Valley and Downey, I-15 that's concrete. They did it concrete. I don't know why they did it concrete, but that concrete is just deteriorating like crazy. They patch it every year. They do little patches and stuff, but eventually they're just going to have to tear it out, put asphalt back down. It's getting really rough on everybody's tires. I guess when people start getting blowouts from the potholes and start complaining, they might do something about it. money gets redirected into other areas. You know, what's being budgeted for road work is never enough. They keep saying they need more, and then they raise taxes and stuff, and they get more, but then they don't have enough. Who knows? I think there's people pocketing some of that money that's supposed to go towards road work. So they generally will wait until the roads are really bad, and then they take their good old sweet time getting the road work done. All right. Slowing down, going uphill. My car is riding heavy. Doing pretty good with just checked to see what my mileage is right now with the heavy load. Right now we're running 22.7 miles per gallon, which isn't bad considering I got a really heavy load of pumpkins in the back of this car. Going up Malad Pass. I don't know if you'll see anything anyways. We're going uphill. There's mountains there. Let's see if I can see if... Okay. You might be able to see a little bit there. I got the leg for this tripod is in the way. So leg on the tripod is kind of in the way. So it's hard to turn it. I really wanted this tripod to not wiggle so much, so I kind of got everything nicely braced against the windshield. I need one of those fancy ones that you can hook up on your windshield or something that doesn't have so much in the way. Yeah, around here it's usually left up to state for the freeways and county for the small roads. Even in town in Blackfoot, we've got roads there that haven't been touched in decades. And it seems it's like, when was the last time somebody was here? 30 years ago? And that's right in town. Every now and then they'll get enough complaints and they'll redo a section of road. You know, in town, but it doesn't happen as often as it should. The border is actually a few miles south of Malad City. really tight. I've been trying to see if I can loosen it one-handed. I don't know if I can get this thing loose. Show you what's in front of me as well as what's behind me. Now it's no longer braced as firmly as it was. So it's wobbling now. Okay. Get us back on leveled out here so we're not crooked. Stay live the whole entire trip down, Neil. So you need to go take a shower and come back. Hopefully. So it's been on the road almost an hour. I still got 3 more hours. So if you need to go take a shower, get some dinner, take a nap, as long as you don't sleep too long. You can pop out. I still got 3 more hours of traveling, so let's see what we will see. I think if I Alright, thanks Neil. See you later. No, most of what we got up in the hills there, those are junipers. It's all junipers. It's really kind of dry. This is an actual desert area. And so you get a lot of junipers. That's what passes for trees around here. Real trees actually actually need water to live, more water to live than what you get in rainfall around here. They just, up in the hills, they're just snowpack. Whatever rainwater falls. There. That's mostly all pastures and farms. Yeah, they raise a lot of hay out there. Good hay crops. Yeah, there's quite a few cattle ranches out here. Quite a few. Side of a semi. I don't know if I can bend these little legs down. I got them bracing, but it's like, I wonder if I can bend one down. They're bendable, but I'm not sure if I can bend one down enough, get it out of the way, and so I can turn this. Probably better not. Oh, well. I'm wobbling everybody around here. Yeah, it's not a perfect setup, but it'll do. got us a little unbraced now, and now I don't know how to get it braced back up without using two hands. I have to pull over here. Maybe when we get to the Welcome to Utah sign, I'll pull over, fix this thing, and show you the sign at the same time. Okay. I know it's a little over, well, it keeps going up and down. I'm just basically kind of following some traffic ahead of me. You know, some of it, and they speed up and slow down. I do know I'm not letting it get up to 90s, but I do know I'm trying to keep it roughly around 85, but yeah. Good grief, my one tire is complaining again. I got one tire that I think it's got a tiny leak. It's in the back. Every now and then I have tires checked. They're at the proper air pressure. But this one's complaining. Probably from all the weight over the back axle. Hold though till I get to where I need to go. I've had it complain before. And then I've actually had it checked when it's been flashing at me. And everything's fine. It might be teensy bit, you know, instead of 35, it might be 34. And that's just enough to set it off. Yeah. Needle says about 85. I speed up going down the hills and slow down going up the hills. Pumpkin weight. Won't have the pumpkin weight coming home. It's going to be a whole lot lighter in the back end. Dang, I forgot to stop at the sign. It's going to stop, but we're in we're on the Utah side now. Yeah. Oh. Oops. I need to stop. I need to pay attention to my driving. I was gonna stop back there and show you guys the sign, and I forgot. It snuck up on me. I was trying to read comments is what I was trying to read. But yeah, that's more of the Malad Valley area. It's huge, long valley that stretches from the Malad Mountain and Mount Malad City all the way down to Plymouth. And it's just got these mountains on each side. This huge, long valley. And we are on cement road again. Utah side is all cement road. And it's bumpy too. A little charred on the side of that road. Looked like they had a fire recently. We're really kind of off balance here for a sec. Not off balance. Oh, we got a little truck stop coming up ahead at Plymouth, and it's actually outside of Plymouth. Plymouth is a little tiny town, maybe 500 people living there, and most of them work at the truck stop. Yeah, I forgot to stop at the Welcome to Utah sign, but maybe Sunday evening when I can do this again, we can stop at the Welcome to Idaho sign. It's prettier. Welcome to Utah is just a plain old blue sign. It says Welcome to Utah, whereas the Idaho one is prettier. They got a pretty sign up, as well as one that says Malad City that looks like it's hand painted. That's nice. Let's see if I can get this thing on here a little better, so we're not wobbling. Check my tire, which is probably okay. It just needs to sit for a second. actually a window mount. I can't actually afford a nice one that's going to hold the phone nice and still, but yet let me turn things around. I gotta buy something that's as cheap as I can possibly get. Cheap doesn't always mean best. All right. Oh boy. Actually, I'm just going to pull around since I'm not going in the store. And out here and park. Okay, let's see if I can fix this thing. I should fix it. Oh well. Okay. Yeah, I've got my, yeah. Let's see. And let's see if I can loosen this up just a tiny bit. Oh, I got that thing on good and tight. Now it does want to loosen. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna get this off of here for a second. Yeah, sorry for tipping y'all over, but oh, let's see what I can do. I'm getting all tangled up here. All right. First off, see if I can loosen this little bolt thing up back here so I can turn the I'm trying to figure out how to do this so we can, oops. Okay. Let's see what happens. I'm trying to get some of this out of the way. Yeah. What I bought is one of these things. And I'm trying to get it around the back of that. Yeah. And get it to where it's not really in the way of the camera. Let's see if I can put it on this way. I'm trying to put it on, hang it behind my, there's wires and all kinds of things around this stem thing back here. So I'm trying to hang it and get it to where it will hang tight. It won't get in the way of the camera. Except for I need, if I want to turn, oh boy. trying to turn things so we can see what's in front of us without. Maybe I can get it like this. Get it like this. I'm trying to. Whoops. I gotta get this. Oh. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm trying to get this all hooked up in areas. I'm gonna have to take off so I can see what I'm doing back here. Okay, got that like that. Let's see if I can get this one to bend up and brace it. Tighten this up so it doesn't. That's the problem with a lot of these things, is getting them tight enough on here so that they don't budge too much. Oh boy. Okay. See you in a bit, Melinda. Wonder if that'll keep that there. Okay, we can see me, and we can kind of see off to the side of me. Not exactly in the front, but off to the side, and I think I got it fairly tight. It's kind of hard to get this thing braced up the way I need it. This thing isn't actually made for this, so. Yep. Oh, I need to go out and check on my tire. See which one is supposed to be looking low. Okay, well, they all actually look good. They're all looking good. So, I don't know which is the low tire. They all look exactly the same to me. So, now, whoa, get back on the road here. There we go. Yeah, you're pointed off towards the side. I really need to get a decent little that was a nice truck. Yeah. see what we can. I'm gonna get back on the road. I bet I'm literally only about 1 pound of pressure low, which is not super low, but it's not low enough to be concerned about, just enough to get that sensor and make it go, make the sensor go. Get a good view of the mountains here. Yeah, I think it's just the weight is triggering the sensors in the tires, because they don't look that bad. They don't look any different than when I left the tire store after having them filled or checked. They actually just checked them. So I think it's just the weight. I'll probably be just fine once I get the pumpkins out of there. In fact, tomorrow when I head home, I probably might even stop at Costco. I can pull into their tire place and they will actually check my air for me, just to make sure I'm good to go going home. But yeah, these are the mountains here. Yeah, well, these are some small hills actually.
Incoming call. Press the connect button to answer. Phone call completed.
Hey Kay, text Mom and tell her that I'm on live stream, not to try calling me. It will interrupt my live stream. She can post some comments on here and I'll answer them. Hopefully she'll get that message. Yeah, she needs to hop on the live. I need more people viewing. hills. These are the hills up above Tremont. There's a good let you see Tremont, but this thing won't turn enough so we can look off to the other side of the freeway, so you get a view of this side of the freeway. I was picking up a little speed going down the hill here. Some of the traffic ahead of me right now. Try to keep from picking up too much speed going down hills. Those downhill slopes can really get you going fast. I wonder if the cruise will work now. It's still not working. It has to be because that check engine light is on. Countryside, farm country. I hope the camera's picking it up okay. I gotta keep an eye on the road because I'm going around the curve. at least the tire light went off finally. So. Okay. Okay. Let's see. We got. All right. That guy nicely slowed down. Let us slow people get on. All right. Gotta pass up some slow traffic now. Finally caught up to some slow traffic and gonna go buzzing by him. Frito-Lay truck. Full of junk food. In case anybody wants snacks. I don't think the pumpkins are getting too hungry. They look well fed. Back there look like they're doing okay. Yeah, full of pumpkin seeds is what they are. So it's 11:33. I left at 10. I'm almost to my halfway point. Don't need to make pit stop. Haven't been drinking as much as I normally do, so. Yeah, I haven't had as much of my water as I normally do. So I don't think I need to stop today. So I won't be stopping at my halfway point. Just keep on driving. Save myself 10 or 15 minutes. I usually stop in Brigham City. Traffic's slowing down way ahead. We've got a semi passing another semi. And there's somebody up there with a wide load flashy light thing. So we got a lot of slow traffic all of a sudden up ahead. I don't know if I can show any of it to you because this thing just wants to show the side of the road. Maybe when we get to it, I'll see if I can turn you around. You can see what's slowed up traffic. But traffic's gotten pretty slow now. We're doing about 65, I think, maybe 60. But yeah, I usually stop at a little truck stop by the side of Bear Lake. Go. This is our wide load. got a tow truck towing a. Yeah, we got quite a bit of slow traffic here. With their flashy lights going. There we go. Got past all that. I'll move over. Yeah, we got all these big marshy valleys here. Most of it is just all grazing lands. Got a lot of big cattle ranches out here. This is just north of Brigham City. Gotta pass another slow-moving vehicles. Work up ahead. Speed here. Coming down the big hill. There's the big bull. They raise, that's a place called Grant's Range Bulls. They've permanently got a star mounted on the back of it. During December, they light it up, make it look Christmassy. It gets lit up at night. Okay, move to laundry. Yeah, I had to move laundry this morning, which is why I didn't get on the road as early as I wanted to. I really wanted to be down with my daughters by noon, maybe 1 o'clock, and now it's going to be closer to 2 before I actually get there. Still got 2 more hours of traveling. So hang on, keep your seatbelts buckled, everyone. We're starting to get into the more populated areas here. Okay, traffic's starting to pick up, get a little heavier. Push a good best we're going to be able to do. Bumpity bumpity. They need to fix that. That bridge has got a few bumps, potholes in it. Up ahead, we still got semis passing each other, which really slows down all the little cars that want to go fast. You know, someday they're gonna make this 2-lane highway into a 3-lane highway. It is 3 lanes from Brigham City all the way down, but past Brigham City, it goes back to 2 lanes. I bet I'll get better mileage coming home since I won't have the load of pumpkins. In the middle lane because it's the better lane to be in. So the best lane is the outside lane. The outside lane actually is the newest lane they put in, so it's smoother. It doesn't have some of the bumps in it that the middle lane, the right lane and the middle lane have. This is where traffic picks up and starts getting heavy. I-15 heading south, and we just went past Brigham City. Let's have a look at the countryside here. Oops. They keep flipping us. It doesn't react as fast as I think it should react. The buttons don't. Smooth side. Yeah, we got 2 more hours of driving before I'll be at my daughter's house. Outside the Great Salt Lake, which you're seeing all those trees, and this is where the freshwater area of the Great Salt Lake is, and we're going past the semi. Is a big dike that goes around the lake, because if it wasn't for that dike, the area we're driving on would all be underwater. They actually built that so to contain that part of the Great Salt Lake, so that it would not, so they could clear all this other land that used to be underwater and make it usable for human habitation, farming. Today is a very nice day. This is why I decided to go this weekend, take the pumpkins, and instead of last weekend, next weekend. I was going to go next weekend, but I got to looking at the projected weather forecast, and next weekend may or may not have good weather, but it's going to be a whole lot cooler because we've got some storms moving in, and depending on how fast, you know, I could have been driving home in bad weather on next Sunday. But so this weekend just turned out to be the best weekend for that. So I let everybody know I was bringing down the pumpkins, and got them loaded up last night, and we're on our way taking pumpkins. pumpkins. It's actually currently, according to my car, about 71 degrees Fahrenheit right now. Don't know what that is in Celsius, but Neil could probably figure out what 71F is, the equivalent. Bright. I'm getting quite the reflection of light off my camera, so I'm really having a hard time reading comments. Because I can see my shirt and my hands, and hard to see the comments though. We're getting into a more getting into North Ogden here. Go is a lot less traffic than going down I-15 through the Salt Lake Valley. But with all the road construction, sometimes it's the faster route. I just prefer the less the route with the least amount of traffic. It's just that going down 215 and then cutting over to Bangalore has got a lot of road construction. It was just a highway with intersections at all the major roads, but now they're changing those intersections so they all have on-ramps and off-ramps, and they won't have any lights anymore. So if you wanted to get onto a particular section of Bangalore, you just go down the road and then you get on the on-ramp. they're turning it into another freeway is what they're doing. Mostly to help improve traffic flow, because all the stoplights do cause traffic to back up. So they're basically redoing the entire highway, and there's a lot of road construction around there. But even with the road construction, there's usually less traffic and it's less stressful. I get very stressed out and overwhelmed when there's a lot of traffic, which is why I really wanted to be down to my daughter's by noon, but I did not get out of the house early enough. Nothing like realizing at about a little after 7 o'clock that you need to do some laundry. And it's like, darn, I needed to be packing and I'm short. Had I gotten the 5 o'clock in the morning, I might have been a little closer to getting out of the house before 8 o'clock. But I kind of forgot to do laundry last night. And so I was 2 hours later getting on the freeway than I wanted to be. So right now it's almost noon and I still got about another hour and a half to get down to my daughter's. I might actually stop there. And I normally take a break from driving halfway at the halfway point. I didn't today. I didn't feel I needed to, so still don't feel like I need to, so we're just gonna keep on driving. It's Saturday. At least there's not as much traffic as there would be on the road on a weekday for some reason. Well, Saturday around noon there's a lot of traffic because of all the people on lunch breaks. But this is Saturday. A lot of people are just getting going on their day. Uh-oh. Okay, what did my car do that for? The automatic braking system cut in, and I don't know why. I just hit a bump. That was weird. It gave me a little adrenaline rush there. I'm definitely wide awake right now. None of my code lights have been on at all today, and a lot of times they're on all the time. But I do not know why the automatic braking system cut on when I hit that little bump. Yeah, and there's been road construction around here too. We're on the drive. I can drive with one hand. Yeah. And so now I have to hold my phone in the shade while we go. You can see we've got I put down my visor to provide some shade, and the phone is in the shade now and not in the sun. Switch over. I feel more comfortable just holding my phone this way. Yeah, traffic is stop and go. We got road construction. I don't know how much of. I just happened to glance over at my phone and notice it said 5 apps have closed due to your phone overheating. You can open them back up when your phone cools off. So I kind of turned up the vents on my fan on my vents and held my phone over the vents for a couple of minutes, just enough to get it to cool off enough so I could reopen my phone. So yep, lots of road construction in these areas. They're actually trying to increase the lanes around here. So I'm really sorry. The live got interrupted there, but then it asked me, do you want to resume? And I said, yes, resume. So we have resumed. Only I cannot set my phone in the sun right now because the sun is heating it up. And without air conditioning in my car is not keeping it cold enough. Whoa. Yeah, he's bumped up and over there. All right. Oh, my truck. My car. It's handling like my truck does right now with that heavy load. Car is really very sluggish. So I hope everybody's still hanging around. There we go. Bumpy. Someday they're actually going to resurface this when they're done getting it all widened. Oh dear. I take it your bathroom sprung a leak, huh, sis? But don't worry, I'm driving all the way to Kara's. I'm going to be on the road for another hour. You can pop in and out. So what broke in your bathroom? What broke in your bathroom? Oh, your sink doesn't drain. Oh, God. That house is as old as mine. And I doubt your house has had much updating on the plumbing. Oh, that's not a good place for it to clog. I think that's where mine keeps clogging up when it does. It's right before it joins up with the main drain. Yeah, well, my house was built in 1940. Old house plumbing issues. Don't have the money to tear it all out and redo it all, so you just fix it as you go. Are you going to have to make a run to Logan to get go to Home Depot or Lowe's? Yeah, I figured Logan would be closer than Pocatello. Oh, they're the same distance, so it doesn't matter whether you go to Logan or go to Pocatello. They're both the same distance, huh? I bet the trip to Logan would be more scenic, though. Going through the mountains, you'll have all that fall color. Maybe stop along the road and take some pictures. Or if Chad's going with you, he can take pictures. And you just drive. thing, it's another, isn't it, Neil? You can always pull off the side of the road, take a couple pictures while you're traveling through the mountain passes. On the next day you both have off, you need to go up through Ogden Canyon. I hear they get some really great fall color. Probably get some great pictures. Okay. All right. Concentrate on my driving here. Move over one. There we go. Well, we have gone past North Ogden and Hillfield Road, and just some of the areas here. There we go. There we go. Got a big granary there. It's a flour mill. They make flour and pancake batter and stuff like that there. And I'm in the outside lane, so eventually I can get off on Legacy. Legacy Highway is actually pretty scenic. They've worked hard to make it nice and scenic, but they've gone from having it being a little small detour byway to a regular highway, so now they allow big trucks on it. Didn't used to, but now they do, mostly because of increased traffic meant they needed another feeder vein to handle traffic. But I'm in the lane I need to be to get to where I want to go. I'm also trying to keep my phone in the shade so that it doesn't overheat again. Because my phone had too much sunshine on it and it got overheated sitting out in the sun. It's actually quite warm. Put my hand out beyond the steering wheel and it's very warm. So I'm trying to keep my phone in the shade. So I'm holding it. I got a little pop socket on the back and I'm holding it. Well, you were planning on eventually remodeling the bathroom anyways, but I do remember you saying you were going to wait until the last room of the house, but apparently plumbing issues sped up the time clock on that one. Okay. Oh boy, more road construction. They're building a new overpass. Probably gonna replace the current one so they can make the road wider. Throw another lane in here, like we don't have enough lanes. Good grief. Look at that part. Doing shoulder work on here too, apparently. There's less traffic. I just prefer less traffic on the road, which is why I live up in Idaho, where there's not a whole lot of traffic on the road. And out in the country where there's not a whole lot of people. Still can't figure out why my kids like living in the city. Doing road construction on this too. The Legacy here used to be really slow. It's still kind of slow. They got it at 65. Used to be 55 and no big trucks. Now it's 65 and you often see the big trucks out here, the semis. But they've been redoing overpasses and such on this road too. Gotta hold my phone up in the shade. Yeah, gotta keep it shady on my phone. Here, let's move that. Just hold it up here next to my head so it's out of the sun. Need my phone out of the sun so that Keep it out of the sun. Keep it from getting too hot. Someday I'll get the air conditioner in this car fixed. Of course, I gotta sell my truck first. We're here. This area is about to go past Bountiful, and it's currently 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Outside, I've got my fan up blowing air in my car, so it's basically blowing warm air into my car, but it keeps the air moving. So it's not too bad in here right at the moment. A slow-moving driver up ahead of me and a lot of traffic behind me. So everybody's going past us. There goes the slow-moving driver. So I can get up to speed now. Yeah. Things never happen, Daisy, when they, at the most opportune time. I don't know why. You would have think the plumbing could have waited until after Chad had healed up from his surgery. Because now you got to do this all by yourself. Oh, I know it. Isn't it beautiful out there? It's such a gorgeous view. And if you look off there, you can see the mountains up there. Those are just amazing. But yeah. Yeah, this area's got a lot of wetlands and salt marshes. And off towards that area is the that the camera's pointing. That's where the airport is. And when you come into land, sometimes depending on which direction you come in landing or taking off, you'll pass right over all the salt marshes out here. There's just a lot of salt marshes out there, and it's got a ton of wildlife, a lot of birds, ducks, geese, herons, all kinds of wildlife. Call it home. But yeah, okay. trying not to let this thing be in the sunshine. Sunshine makes it hot. And then my phone wants to shut off because it is too hot. Either that or it just shuts off the apps and I have to reopen them, like what happened for a couple of minutes until I got the live stream going again. So there's a big black lip in the middle of my live stream. Oh, I know. There are so many people who've had problems with their phones and their cameras overheating. It's like, can't you make it so it has a self-cooling system in there? Maybe someday. Maybe someday they'll make phones that are self-cooling. And they won't get hot, no matter how much they're running. Or whether or not they're sitting in the sunshine. It's like if I'm filming outside and I want to film me doing something, I have to actually sit my phone in a shady spot so that I can make a short clip of me doing something without it overheating due to the sun beating down on it. Of course, I don't really have that problem in the wintertime for some reason. Probably because the air outside is like 20 degrees, it's below freezing, the air is cold, everything is freezing, and the cold air keeps my phone from overheating. So I can go out on a sunny day and set my phone out and film myself shoveling snow, and the phone will never overheat. If I try to film myself working in the garden, if I don't sit it in the shade, it will overheat and shut off. Phone companies need to give me the money then if they want me to get a new phone every year. Frankly, I tend to use my phones until they no longer update. And in fact, I'm still using my old phone as a little mini tablet, since I can still, access a few apps as long as I got it on Wi-Fi. So I can use it like a little tiny tablet. It just doesn't get any updates. There's been no supported updates for my old phone since I think August of 2022. And so yes, I did have to get a new phone last year. And that phone had better last me a few years. are now on 215. Oh boy. I'm not even sure whether I should try to get out off at my usual exit. I think I will, but I'm just not so sure how far they've come along on the working on Bangalore. We may need to detour again. I had a detour last time I took that route. Yeah, sometimes you get your phones out of necessity. Sit you in the shade, see if you can see the mountains as we go by. Someday they got a lot of sections of 215 here that also needs some repaving. Let's just say. Oh, they do. They get totally covered with snow. I'll have to try to do that when I come down in December for Christmas. I always come down to be with my kids and grandkids at Christmas time, and boy, the mountains are just amazing when they are covered with snow. start getting over. And I think I will get off at 3500 South, because 47th is the intersection at Bangerter. 47th is it's just really a bad road construction mess. I think I will have a better chance of getting on Bangerter where I want to on 3500 South. So I think we're gonna just take the exit here. Okay, need to go right. So we're gonna just glide on over here and go right. Oh, good. Hit the light when it's green. That's the way I like to do it. Okay, now I gotta get all the way over. Yeah. And of course my code lights all decide to come on. Finally, normally they come on with it before I even leave my driveway. First time I hit the brakes, they'll come on. It's because the brake switch, which we had a heck of a time finding an original manufactured part for this car because they're discontinued, it's a little sticky. It doesn't always function the way it should. And when it's not functioning, all those lights are on. That's what happens when you're driving old cars. You can't always find the right parts. Alright. Go down here and hopefully I can get on Bangerter down here. And that mountain range ahead of us, those are the Ochre Mountains. And that's where they got the Kennecott Mine, which is so big you can actually see it from outer space. That's what happens when you got a strip mine. You can see from outer space. At least now my phone's in the shade. Which road is this? This is not Bangerter. 3200 West. And we will... yeah, the Ochre Mines. That's the home of the Kennecott Mine. Yeah, they are doing away with the lightning cords. Once anything that uses lightning cords is no longer updated and obsolete, then all the new tablets and everything will use regular USB-C cords. It's because, I think they're just getting tired of having to manufacture two different sets of phones because some countries will not accept something with a lightning cord. They want everything in their countries to be USB-C. So it's just easier to manufacture one type of item instead of two types. Cheaper too. until they get a back button, they ain't gonna be an Android. I like my little controls down at the bottom of the screen. Okay, and now we're turning and getting on Bangalore Highway, which has a lot of road construction. But at least I can travel at a slower speed, which makes me much happier. Now let's get my phone up back over here by my head so it's back in the shade. They got a lot of road construction on here. Okay, that's not bad. Current gas consumption is 25 miles to the gallon. Very good, and much better than my truck. My truck, at the best, it gets about 18.9 miles to the gallon on the highway. The car is doing excellent. Which is why, another reason why I'm selling the truck and keeping the car, because the car it gets better gas mileage. Gas is really expensive these days. I think you'll always have different programming for Androids and iPhones. Apple has its own thing, so, and I don't see them changing. Just changing a charge port is easy. Half the phones they were making and selling worldwide had USB-C ports anyways because those countries demanded it. So it's just cheaper for them to just put USB-C charge ports in all the phones instead of some of the phones. But the rest of their programming, I'm pretty sure, is going to remain the same. Okay. Bumpity, bumpity, bumpity. Yep. Lots of road construction. Like I said, they're trying to get away from all the intersections with lights and just make everything overpasses with on-ramps and on-ramps. They're doing overpasses over intersections. And eventually it's going to be like a freeway, like 215, and you'll just get on and off at the main roads. But I don't mind getting people to drive slower. People drive too fast as it is. Okay, and here is an example of where there used to be an intersection here, and there is now a on-ramp. There is now an overpass with on and off ramps here. Oh boy. Well. I don't know if anybody can see. I am now at 129,600 even. That's how many miles I got on this thing. 129,600. It's almost got 130,000 miles on it. Another 400 miles and it'll have 30,000. It'll tick over. And there's a nice, beautiful view spread out below. Nothing like top of an overpass to get you a good view. Yeah. I do like watching those things flip over and then they stay and you got those zeros and it's like, hey, that's so cool. Now I'm gonna have to wait until it flips over to 700 miles to see it again. And maybe I'll catch it, you know? It's just like, I don't always catch those things, but it's cool when I do catch them. Are supposed to slow down to 50 miles an hour. I want to make a bet most people aren't going to. Another overpass. We'll get another nice view. Look at that. Get another nice view of those mountains too. traffic slows way down. Because we have road construction up ahead. Look how backed up it's getting. Oh boy, I'm trying to keep my camera in the shade. Right there. That's what they call progress. Let's tear down the building so we can put a road in. That's progress. Yep. Yeah, definitely plug your phone in. South Jordan City. People go really fast along this stretch. A lot faster than they should. some really pretty mountains there. I don't know if you guys can see the silver mine. It's that big tan blotch on the hillside there. Or copper mines. Kennecott is copper mines. They mine copper there. Yep, so now you can see trees. Yay! Got trees. But yeah, mine is clear up there and it's so big you can see it from outer space. Have to look it up on Google Maps. Or heck, Google Earth. It'll show you. Whoops. I accidentally veered. That's what I get for looking at the scenery instead of the road. I need to look at scenery. I don't need to look at scenery. I've seen the scenery before. I need to look at the road. Yeah, I've got to pay attention to the road here. Oh, there's another family you followed for years around here, huh? I'm pretty sure there's probably a lot of other YouTube families that I haven't discovered yet. Yep. Well, there's the mountains. The mountains look really awesome. They'll look even prettier. Give them another month and they'll have snow in the tops of them. Yeah, they're doing lots of road improvements around here too. I always have to be alert to make sure they didn't change the way I need to get off the road. So I need to get off the road up at Redwood Road exit. Wow, that's a good sized channel. Oh boy. Get in, folks. Yep, and lanes are all narrowing down, so people are. I had to let a couple people in because they weren't getting off up here at the next intersection. Oh boy. They're narrowing it all down. Hopefully somewhere along the next mile and a quarter, before I get to the Redwood Road exit, there will be an opportunity to exit. Yeah. Sometimes people need to remember what it was that brought folks to their channels in the first place and not go crazy with it. Alright, travel safe, Daisy. Get your plumbing supplies. See you later, sis. Stop and go traffic, stop and go, Saturday afternoon traffic. And it's stop and go because they've narrowed the lanes down to 2 lanes. 3 lanes to 2 lanes. Probably because they're hard at work up here at this next intersection. this sure makes the drive a little bit longer. I mean, I figured it'd take 4 hours, maybe 3.5 if we're lucky, but I didn't stop, so I was hoping to get there in 3.5 hours. But I wasn't counting on getting stuck in stop and go traffic because of all the road construction. Yeah, they're building another roadway over there. They're going to be expanding this road. Probably going to put an exit over there where those truck with the flashy lights is. So, do get a beautiful view of the mountains though. They'll be even prettier in another month when they're covered in snow. Hard to believe it's 81 degrees here in this area, and about a month from now there'll be snow on the tops of those mountains. But yeah, looks like they're expanding the road over there. Doing an expansion. Probably going to put an exit for this road so this can go 3 lanes straight through and nobody has to stop. Oh, you can't. There's barrels. You can either get off or you can't get into that other lane. Not until we get past through this light. Oh, the light turned green. The car thought they could go around, get in the other lane and go forward, but there's barrels there. You can only turn right at this corner. Only right-hand turns. Or maybe no right-hand turns. Oh, there's the right-hand turn. That's how you turn right. They did want to turn right. Me, I am getting into the far right lane because I am exiting this. We are away. This road real soon. And everybody can have a nice, lovely view of the snowless mountains, which will be snow-capped by the end of November. End of November is only, middle of November is just a month away. Not that far away. Winter is coming. Even though it feels like summer right now. Winter is coming. And here's our exit. So I can get off this road. Get onto a more scenic drive. All right. There we go. Just go. All right. Here we go. There we go. A little bit of a lean as we turn. And get the phone back up by my head because we are once more in the sunshine. Whew. That is bright. The glare off of that car. The only thing I don't like about little cars is the rear windshields are sloped just at that angle where it catches the sun and reflects it right directly back into your eyes. Very blinding. And we are going through Bluffdale. I wonder if they've done anything with that vacant lot. Nope, nothing done. Used to be a Maverick there. It got torn down. They probably built a new one somewhere else, but I used to stop there to get gas. And it's torn down now. So, I got a sister who lives up here in Bluffdale, somewhere down in that area. She lives in a nice big house, and she was going up to mom's house, mom's this weekend, to help mom pick all her pumpkins. Mom said, come and get the pumpkins. And so she said she'd be going up today. She's probably already up there with her little minivan, gonna load it up with all the pumpkins out of mom's pumpkin patch. And take them down for her kids and grandkids. She's got grandkids too. She still has younger kids at home, but she's much younger than me. But she does have about, let me see, how many grandchildren does she have now? She's got three or four daughters who, all now married. Yeah, one was married and she's divorced, and she has 3 kids. That's her oldest. And then I think the other 2, she has 2 others that have at least a couple kids each. So the family is expanding. I have many grandnieces and grandnephews. I am going to move over because I'll need to be in this lane anyways, eventually, so might as well get over right now. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, look at that. That's new. They got a 7-Eleven there now. Well, I think it was there in August when I came by. I just didn't notice. Probably because signage wasn't up yet. Signage is now up. And far across the way, across the valley, is I-15. Very busy road there, up on the hill. Because I-15 is way up there. Just letting you guys get a gander at it, since I have to keep my phone in the shade. Another view of the scenic countryside. Yeah, the mountains are beautiful. The one that looks like a sleeping maiden, that is Mount Timpanogos, I believe. I actually climbed up that once. I was in my 20s. My husband had to drag me to the top because 2/3 of the way up there, I got tired. There's Camp Williams military base. And now as we come up and over, I don't know if you can see it, but below us is Utah Lake. My daughter lives way down. So, but yep, there's Utah Lake is there. I need two hands to zoom in, and so we're not zooming in, but it is very scenic. Got Eagle Mountain up there, and there's a city called Eagle Mountain. My youngest son lives in Eagle Mountain. But yep, Mount Timpanogos. It's the one that supposedly looks like a sleeping maiden. At least that's what the natives thought. Part of the Uinta mountain range, or the Utes. I'm not sure. I'm a little fuzzy on my geography these days. This used to all be farmland. Down here. It's all apartments now. High density housing. Like we need high density housing. They're packing people in here like sardines. Back when they filmed Footloose in this area, that was all farmland. Alright. Gotta come to a stop. Lights are red. And as you notice, they're putting in an overpass. Pretty soon, these people who are coming here, these will just be on and off ramps, and the main road will just go right up and over this road. This is Redwood Road, by the way. Yep. Yeah, Footloose was filmed in Lehi, which is just to the south and off in that direction. And it was all farmland. I mean, the Lehi roller mills that was in the movie, out in the middle of the fields, and yes, it used to be out in the middle of the fields. You could see it easily from the freeway. Nowadays, it's got businesses and suburbs and everything has grown up around it, and you can no longer see it from I-15 going into Provo. So, that's progress for you. They tear things down, they build things up, things disappear like beautiful, productive farmland that used to have hay fields and cornfields and wheat fields and sheep and goats and cattle. It's all apartment buildings now, or it's townhouses, or it's just single family homes, but they're packed so close together that you really don't even have a yard. You have maybe a tiny strip of grass in the front, the back, and the sides, and the rest is a big tall fence. Houses are close enough together, if there wasn't a fence, you could probably stand between them and touch both of them. For me, that's being a little too close to my neighbors. I do like the fact that I have a little distance between me and my next door neighbor. Sorry. The last field holdout. Whoever owns that field still has not sold it to developers, so it's still green. I bet they grow hay there. I think the city ought to buy it. Instead of turning it over to developer for more development, they ought to put a park there. I think that would be a nice place for a park. Nice big park, lots of trees. Maybe playgrounds, pavilions, a splash pad. And you have to put some of these big vacant lots, they have to put parks in them. Especially since they're near a lot of high density housing. It'd give people a place to take their kids to play. Yeah, the drive up to Timpanogos is really beautiful. Yeah, I know. I hate progress. I think they'd instead of these. I don't know. I don't understand big city mentality. It's just a little too much. Yep. These used to all be. Lost my connection there for a second, but like I was saying, this was all farmland, and all of what you're seeing has all been built in the last 10 years. I've watched it go from farm. My vents. Gotta cool you off a little. Gotta cool you off. Y'all getting too hot in there. And I keep losing the connection because it keeps wanting to close down. But yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. And in case we had lost connection when I was saying, that is only gone up in the last 3-4 years. That's a very, very new subdivision there. They're still building on it. All of this is brand new. They took all these beautiful this was all acreage, farmland, grow alfalfa, hay. Yeah, alfalfa and the hay is gone. Used to have a nice horse ranch there. Yeah, I keep disappearing. A couple times I've had to hold this phone up to the vent. Trying to keep y'all in the shade. And no sunshine. But y'all keep overheating in there. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to get everybody too hot and bothered. So, yeah, hopefully we can keep a signal and keep y'all shaded until we get where we're going. God, I keep catching every single one of these lights red. I don't know why. Sometimes I catch them all green and it's just a quick drive. Yep, that house there used to be a nice productive farm. Look at that. Farm's gone. And the house is all weeds because whoever lives there now don't care for yard work. Folks who had it and sold the farmland, they're gone. This is all brand new subdivision that has sprung up in the last 10 years. Yep, it's all brand new subdivisions. That wasn't there 10 years ago. We're about to go past a new high school. I believe this is high school. Yeah. Go past, we got all kinds of buildings. Got the high school there. That's actually a brand new high school. Just completed it last fall in time for the kids to start school. So, yep. Or is that the middle school? That might be the middle school. I think that's the middle school. Junior high or high. They're just popping up all over. They're building so many of them. This subdivision ones, but we've got a lot of new ones. What? Yeah. Yeah, I know. They just go up. And the darn thing is, the houses are so expensive. I don't even know how people are managing to buy them, really. Because when you talk to them about their job situation, most of them are not making a whole heck of a lot of money. You know, they can't. And I'm just like, how can you afford these homes on your income? And I don't, you know, they just. I can barely afford to live where I live. And it's not as high yet. You know, the living expenses up in Idaho are not quite as bad yet as they are down here in Utah. Now this is convenient here. Maverick did build here, which is nice. I've gotten gas here before. This is where I had to meet my son-in-law to catch my daughter because she got on the road going up to her mother-in-law's house and she forgot her insulin. So I stopped there. I turned around, got all the way up to the Walmart in Saratoga Springs. And this is last August when I was heading home. We were both heading up the road at the same time. And she wanted to know if I was close enough to head all the way back. And I was at the wall getting up and have him meet me at the Maverick and with your insulin stuff. And then I'll meet you up in Malad. You know, because by now she had gone from being behind me to ahead of me. She was way ahead of me. Actually, I think she left a few minutes before I did. Okay, there we go. Get to see the lake. Get to see the lake. Now you get to see house. But yeah, I'll be able to see the lake around the houses. That's Utah Lake. It's actually a very shallow lake. I think it's deeply between 14 to 18 feet. So it tends to get a lot of green algae problems in the summertime because the lake gets too warm. Yeah, that's lake there. Another Brand Vision. I remember when you got my daughter's subdivision, I could see the lake. And now I see houses. This used to be just a very small 2-lane. Some areas it's still a small 2-lane road. They haven't gotten it fixed up better. They're getting there. Old fencing used to, where people's backyards used to be, now that's been built up. Fences been getting buried under dirt. Alright. Oop. Okay. Well, we are just about here. Off now, off the road. Trying to keep you guys shaded. Shadow, shade. I hope you enjoyed the ride. Got to keep an eye out for my spots that I look for. Yeah. Mostly because the signs that used to be obvious, one of them's been removed, the other one's almost totally covered up by tree limbs. Yep. So anyways, coming along, and even with all the blips and everything, I hope you enjoyed the ride. And maybe I'll see you tomorrow evening. Keep me company while I'm driving home. All right. Talk to y'all later, folks. Thank you for coming.